Hey guys, hope you had a great weekend. I just wanted to talk about a few things heading into this week and my overall thoughts with the stock market moving forward. So first off, you guys know I put out a video saying that we have CPI inflation Wednesday morning at 8:30 a.m. Eastern time, so we'll want to watch that one. That's what the consumer pays, okay, for a product. And then PPI is Thursday morning at 8:30 a.m. Eastern time. And that's what the producer or the company pays to make that product. So if both of those come in lighter than expected, and we had the non-farm payrolls on Friday, that was better than expected, showing a healthy labor market still up to this point, then that's that Goldilocks scenario that can have stocks continue to go higher. And now on top of that, guys, Bascent is going to use their toolkit, it looks like, to buy back bonds, to prop up the bond market, because that's one of the biggest concerns right now is our bond market. If we lose that, then that's a huge concern for the stock market as well. So with the Treasury now kind of acting as the Federal Reserve, remember the Federal Reserve used to do this, with quantitative easing. This is the Treasury Department's way of doing it. So that's also going to help keep interest rates lower. Remember, they have to refinance their debt. So that's huge, guys. So that plus Trump is talking about possibly replacing Powell, even though I don't think he can do that till May 2026. You never know what he'll try to do. But just the talk of him, wanting 100 basis points of interest rate cuts, that could keep stocks going higher too, because everyone knows it's going to come most likely at some point by September, you would think. But again, we'll see. Maybe Powell feels the pressure and it could be July. You never know. So it's going to be interesting. And then we have the AI story going on. Obviously, the demand is strong still. We got Saudi Arabia helping all of these companies out, like we've talked about, guys. Some really good names you can look at. Amazon's going to keep going higher most likely. Qualcomm, for example, is a great play that's still cheap. Again, if you're a member, guys, you're going to get access to the Millionaire Maker portfolio, the best of the best. And I recommend getting in there and becoming a member sooner rather than later, before stocks are back to all-time highs, because we're still off our highs. There's still great opportunities, guys, to build life-changing wealth, but you have to buy while we're on the dip still, okay? So I'll put the link in the description, the comments for you guys, okay? And then you can click on that, and it's easy. It takes you right through to become a member, okay? And it'll pay for itself quickly, guys. We have an awesome community. We all help each other out. You guys know this by now. Gift card competitions. We have fun. And guys, I get back to your comments right away. I pride myself on that, okay? And it's tailored to, when you're a member, to what you want to see. I'll help you out with whatever you need, guys, okay? So I appreciate y'all too. As you know, that helps my family too. And I want to help as many people out in the world as possible, all right? And then I also wanted to talk about, a lot of people are wondering, okay, well, inflation down the road, what about that? So just remember that housing costs are coming down now. I don't know if you've noticed, there are more listings now. More people trying to sell their home, not as many buyers, and that means prices will likely come down with the housing market. And if that starts coming down, remember, that's 75% of core inflation. And so that's going to help bring down prices. We know gas prices have remained low, as long as that can stay like that. And, other areas have been coming down. We've seen egg prices come down. Services inflation has been coming down. Remember, obviously, after the pandemic, we talked about that, how everyone was traveling, going out to restaurants, right, after being locked up, or, in lockdown for a while. We were all living our lives. And now with the tariffs, it puts some fear into people. They want to save their money, so they're not traveling, not going out to restaurants as much, or not buying those, big ticket items, right? They're saving a little bit more, which makes sense with the uncertainty. Okay, but I think that'll be a temporary thing. But anyway, services inflation coming down, goods inflation. I know people were worried about that one, but with the other inflation areas coming down, I think overall, if anything, it'll just be transitory, okay? And so then we'll get into interest rate cuts. And as long as the labor market holds up and doesn't get too weak, and inflation has come down to the Fed's 2% target, that's, like I said, that Goldilocks scenario where stocks can continue to go higher. And then you have the AI backdrop and everything related to that, and how it's taking over many different industries. And again, remember, all those big theme names are waiting for you in the Millionaire Maker portfolio, guys. I'm here as a coach to help you see the big money down the road, okay? So I'll put the link again in the description, the comments, guys. Look forward to having you aboard, and let's have a great trading week.